Hello. Hi, Johnny.
Short hair, don't care.
That's right.
Good to see you. You have some kind of like the same hairdresser.
Yeah,
seems so.
right, yeah.
Cool, looking great. Okay, yeah.
You too.
Thank you so much. If you are looking at the shooting of this very, very crazy movie, so what was the funniest thing that happened on set?
Oh, goodness. You know, I don't know, man. Funniest thing happened on set. I don't know. There's a lot of funny stuff. I don't know. Nothing really funny. It was, yeah. What's the funniest thing that happened? I'll come back to you. I'll give me later. I can't.
And maybe some weird things that happen because things go wrong that should not go wrong sometimes.
I can't think about stuff going wrong. I don't know.
And do you have a favorite memory from the shooting of the first one?
Favorite memory? No.
Okay. It looks very real when you inhale this kind of cocaine. So what kind of powder is it?
Sorry?
When you inhale in the movie this kind of cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of powder is it in real?
It is glucose powder. It's very fine, and apparently it dissolves into your system real easy, but it's disgusting. You don't want to put anything up your nose. And you have to use a saltwater jet spray to clean your nose out afterwards. It's disgusting, and I wouldn't recommend it.
So this means at first sugar in your nose and then salt water.
Yes.
So if you do this maybe for a scene that you have to do in 5 or 6 times, so what kind of feeling is it after the shooting?
Well, it's like having a bunch of sugar rammed up your nose. It's not a good feeling. You do it as little as possible, like with that, yeah. But it's yeah, it's pretty gross.
And if you looking at all your nice colleagues...
Don't go snorting sugar later on.
No, I don't.
It's disgusting.
I don't want to.
And it leads to other things like cake and chocolate.
I love chocolate.
You're like trying to shove that up your nose before you know it.
How cool was it getting reunited with all the big cast?
Amazing. Yeah, we hadn't seen each other for a very long time, and we'd been very close, you know, and life had taken us in different directions, and it was extraordinary, yeah. Especially to be, it would be great to see them in normal situation. That would have been wonderful, but to be then, to be all working together as well was really, really fantastic.
If you looking at, yeah, maybe the future, would you think there's maybe a chance for a third one?
Yeah, I always no. At this point, I would think no. I don't think any of us would be into doing that. We just got away with a second.
What do you mean? Just got away? It seems so it would be very, very hard.
Huh?
The shooting.
Well, I don't know. No, it's just like, you know, at the press junket for the second movie, it's too early to think about the third. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It would have to be the whole reason that this kind of works for us, or the whole reason the concept worked for us, is that it's 20 years later, because it's interesting. It makes it more interesting, and there was no point in doing it unless it was something interesting, like you could look at aging and you could look at what have you done with your life, because otherwise you're just trying to recreate the other movie, and you could just buy the DVD. You know, the other movie's not gone anywhere. You know, it's still there. So.
How many have you watched the first one?
How many times?
Yeah, to be honest.
I don't know. I hadn't seen it for a very long time, and then I watched it once before we shot this to refresh my memory, you know, of the guy. But I don't know. I watch it every Wednesday morning.
Great. Good start in the day.